Oh, welcome to my stream. I'm not exactly sure how helpful this is all going to be. I'm just checking my platforms to see if that's going. And I'm getting audio from somewhere. Not sure where. Someone's on my Discord. All right. Yeah, I know I'm live. I know I can hear myself coming back, and I don't know where it's coming from. I'll start shortly, guys. I'm just waiting for more people to show up. I don't know where it's coming from. This is going to be infuriating. Try closing some programs down here. Is it? Hold on one second. Nope. There's a delay, and I don't know where it's coming from. Let me restart Google. I now have an idea of where it was coming from. And it was The Restream window, yes. So this has everything and anything to do with Restream. All right. So you can hear me now? Please let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to go on the assumption that you can. Good, good. All right. So a friend of mine, Shabisky, who's been on the Morning Wood a couple times now with Pimp Mook, has actually had an issue with getting people on a live stream. Like, it's the thing that Hangouts was so good at is now not so great. So what I'm going to do is going to go over how to set up your system to use NDI, Skype, and OBS to basically have the functionality we used to have with Google Hangouts. So ignore what comes up right away because this is vMix. I'm not here to train people how to use vMix. vMix is an expensive piece of software that I was lucky enough to be able to afford and got into with my production on the Non Sequitur show. Most people will not have access to vMix. vMix is $1,200 for the full version. OBS is free. So this is what most people have when they start streaming. And the first thing to note is the audio is actually going through Voicemeeter Banana. So audio is going to be your biggest issue when it comes to Skype and to streaming in general. Now, Osman, unless you're like me and I can literally get anything for free without implicating myself too much, even though I am already. Yeah, you kind of are. So we start with OBS, but we're not going to actually start with OBS today, because the first thing you need to do is install New Tech NDI. So if we go up to New Tech, and go to NDI, there's an NDI tools. And what NDI tools is it gives you all this stuff, and the most important thing in here is the NDI virtual input along with the drivers for NDI. So you get NDI, you download it, and we're going to download your specific version if you have a Mac or Windows. This will only apply to Windows. I'm not a robot, and download. Oh, it wants my first name and last name, so we'll go ahead and put this stuff in. And this is all public information, so I don't care if you all see it. Download NDI tools for Windows. I don't think I actually have this version, so this is actually kind of nice because I can update my system all at the same time. So if you go into all this stuff I have downloaded, yeah, I've got NDI 3.8, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade my system and watch it download. And the next thing you'll need, of course, is OBS. Open Broadcaster Software is what OBS actually stands for. Old beat up studio, whatever you want to call it, get the latest version. I'm pretty sure I already have this one. I don't use OBS a lot for much of anything, to be fair. So the only thing that we're going to do is check to see if that version matches what I already have. And I'm going to load up NDI, or not NDI, OBS Studio, and say about here. So yes, we have 2403, so I'm not going to bother with this. NDI is done, so we're going to go ahead and launch NDI and say yes to allow it to make changes to my device. Accept the agreement. It looks like it's running twice. Yeah, for some reason it started it twice, so just leave it as is. do as much as you can, and it should work fine. So the only other element we need here is there's a plugin for OBS called OBS NDI. Okay, so what this does is it merges OBS with the new tech driver I'm installing now. Make sure you get the right version, Mac OS X and Linux, and it allows you to add NDI sources into OBS, which is what Skype will give you, because Skype is the last piece, and it allows you to view OBS over NDI, which is what Skype needs as well. So it actually does everything we need. And right now it is at 471. I don't know which one I actually have, so let me check that again. OBS ND 453. So 471 is higher than 453, so we're going to go ahead and download this one. And why does GitHub do this? So it's telling me to download and install NDI 4.0, which is what I'm doing here. It doesn't want me to click latest release. You would think downloading something would be simple. You would think. Download. Ah, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get the installer. We don't want to view any of that stuff from the new tech. Just let it be. And we just download OBS NDI 471. And we run that one. Yeah, Twitch uses Amazon. Twitch kind of, I'm not. Run it anyway. Windows getting all upset that I'm doing stuff. So now we have OBS. So you need NDI, you need OBS, and you need OBS NDI. And it includes the studio, and we don't need the, well, let it do the full installation. I don't think it will matter. So what all this stuff does is it sets up NDI. And what NDI actually stands for if you go back here, and go about NDI, Network Device Interface. So that's kind of nondescript, but basically it's like an audio video network over your actual network. Now in this case, it's all local to the machine. Everything's going to be local. The last bit is Skype. Now I have the Skype Creator Preview. I don't know if other versions support this, but NDI has to be set up in Skype as well. So what we do in Skype is we go to our settings and we go to calling. And if you go into advanced, allow NDI usage is turned on. So it allows use NDI technology to capture audio and video feeds and make them available to others on the subnet of your computer network. So that's what we're going to do. And if we go back into settings again and look at our audio video, you'll see my ugly face on the webcam. We're going to switch that to New Tech NDI video. So what NDI does, or the new tech bit of it, is it gives you this thing called a virtual input. So that's what this was. It takes something from the NDI network and makes it an input. So this is going to select, right now it's not selected to anything, but it says one of my options is vMix, which is what you guys are looking at right now on the stream, and the other is going to be, when I start OBS, going to be OBS Studio. So now if we go here, we don't see anything. And that's because we haven't actually started NDI here. So we can go to NDI output settings. That's now an option that's not there to begin with until you install the OBS NDI plugin. So now we can go and output our main output to NDI. And now if we go into our NDI, we can now pick OBS. So now whatever we put in OBS should show up in the camera here. So if I just add, well, we don't need a new scene. We can add let's just add a media source. And we'll just add a video into OBS. No, we won't mess with that stuff. Nobody wants to see that anymore. We've all had enough of that. Go into my active channels here. Go into videos here. And we'll just use my old Patreon sting. I don't use this anymore for personal reasons, but it's there. So, as you know, with OBS, you gotta make it fit. I don't know why it did that with the transform on that. And that just didn't want to work at all there. Like I said, I don't use OBS that much, and this is why, because it makes things that should be stupid simple. I need something with audio. Kind of screwball and stupid. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a media source again. And this time we'll pick something else. And let's just go into PenMonk. No, it's going to be in the show. Morning Wood, videos, and there's his intro. Okay. Not really sure why it's doing that. Bizarre. I don't like OBS. There we go. Now it's there. So if I transition this, you'll see it gets its own audio source, and you'll see that audio is going into Skype. And the camera's going in there too. So whatever comes in through OBS is now going to be heard by the people in the Skype call and be seen by the people in the Skype call. Now, I know about studio mode. I want to use studio mode. I prefer to use studio mode. But you'll notice that I don't have a desktop audio source because, again, I turn all that stuff off. I use per scene audio. So now what I end up doing is I actually have to make it so that they can hear me talking, because right now you all can hear me talking, but no one else can. No one in the Skype call could. So now we'll just pick a microphone which is our voice meter. Our cable output is where I send my microphone. If we look at voice meter here, we'll see that the cable output is not it. It's actually going out to the aux, which is B2. B2 is our aux, so this is going to come in. And now if I transition that again, you can see my mic there, and you can also see me talking over here in Skype. So now Skype can hear me. Only problem is I don't have anybody else in Skype. So if Bran wants to come in, or somebody, we could have Bran come in on Skype if we want to. Or Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Oh, there's Bran. You up for a call? So we'll call Bran and see if he answers. Come on, Bran. Nope, no Bran. Anyone want to come in on Skype? Bran isn't online. Well, maybe we can get Shabisky to come in. And yes, I know I'm doxing his Skype info. I am sorry. Come on. Anyhow. Nope, not available. Not ready right this second. Okay. So he's not ready, but what happens is now you will get an NDI source. So right now, if I look at NDI sources, I've got a couple. I got OBS and vMix. So yeah, I could actually take the output from vMix and run it through NDI into OBS. Let's look at that one. So there's my desktop, and if I transition, you'll see it has two sources. This is where a lot of your echo comes through, is because your NDI includes the audio. So it's coming into my mic, going into vMix, which also has my mic hooked into it, and coming through the NDI. So I mute the NDI source. Now Skype combines all the audio from everybody in the call except for you into all the outputs. Each camera is individual, but all the audio comes through on every camera. So you're going to do a lot of muting when you use NDI. So this is the general idea. Now we just wait for somebody to come in on Skype. Not a problem, Shabisky. Just get your butt in here so we can actually look at your setup too. Telltale. Yeah, this is really, it's kind of dry stuff, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and take that one out. But what it boils down to is you are literally making OBS your camera and your microphone and your headset all in one place. So if you know, it's gonna totally disconnect you from all your other sources in Skype. So if you set this here, you'll notice I also dialed down our mics, our speakers. That's turned down. I don't have the speakers on because OBS is actually going to send that sound to me, or vMix, or whatever. I don't realize all that sound comes through NDI, so you can effectively ignore all this. Skype for content creators. Yes, that is the one you want. It is the one with NDI. I think there's a version out there that doesn't have it. And if you don't get the NDI version of Skype, the Geek Room can tell you it's very ugly. Brand can tell you all about his fun with Skype. Anyone? Brand? Shabisky, want to come in? You can say fuck Skype. Sure, you can absolutely tell it to fuck Skype. But the problem is, what else are you going to use? There's only so many options to do this. You can use Google Meets, but that's a hack, and so is Zoom. They don't do this NDI quite as elegantly. So we could cover that in another video. Would love for somebody to actually come in here. In 7 minutes I should be good. So anyway, any questions we want to ask me at this point? I'm feeling so lonely, no one wants to Skype me. And yes, you can do silly stuff like have it loop back into itself, which unironically is the same thing because it's just a big mirror on the computer right now. My Skype. There's my Skype. This, by the way, is how I'm chatting to all 6 of my platforms. It's a part of Restream.io. So if you get Restream, be sure to get the chat client. It hooks into everything and lets you talk to everybody. So it went out to Mixer. Just call. Come on. All right. Now, with vMix, it'll play it back. I don't know if I've set Skype up there. I might have to turn my speakers on in Skype. Hold on, big balls. Yes, yes, yes. Yo, I'm here. Accept. Do. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so that's what we're seeing on everybody. So if I add an NDI source now, there's quite a bit more going on. I can't hear you right now, Osmond, so give me 1 second. Now you'll see there's active speaker, and Osmond Cometh is here too. So if I go to active speaker, there's his Skype. Now he's in there. So if I transition, there's Osmond Cometh. So I can't hear him still. That's because I haven't set an output in OBS, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn my speaker up so I can hear him. Settings. Audio. I can't hear you. How about now, Ken? Say something. You there? Osmond? Hello. Yes, now I can hear you. So, we're going to go ahead and shrink you down a little bit so we can see the rest of the screen. And right now, it's just you on the screen, which isn't much of anything because there we go. So there's Osmond. So now Osmond is in the chat with me, and I can add as many people. The more people I add, though, the more NDI sources will show up. So I have to mute each one. To avoid this, right now it's set. This is set to active speaker, which is the one I prefer to use because it's always there. In every call, active speaker exists. So it's the one that stays unmuted. So if somebody else is in the call with Osmond and I, then it will flip back and forth like you see Skype do, or what's another one? Google Hangouts does it. They all kind of do it. They focus on whoever's talking at the time. Skype does that too with the active speaker. There's also an independent NDI input specifically for him that will always show his camera. So if I pick that one, put it up, whoops, well, we'll put one of them up there in the corner. So now if someone else were in the call, which I hope someone else comes in the call, Shabisky, hopefully, then this one will change to whoever's speaking, and this one will stay on his camera. And I can do the same with all of them. But if I transition this, now there's two NDI sources, so I need to mute one of them. Otherwise, he would be echoing. So when you hear these people echoing on Skype, that's what's going on there. Well, there's a couple things that support NDI. NDI is kind of an advanced technology. vMix supports it natively. Skype is recently supporting it. There's software development kit. This is just all from a lot of cameras use it. A lot of professional type cameras and video cards can output over NDI on the network. So it's not just for this. This is actually one of the minimal uses of NDI. Let's see if we're getting anything from... Let's just add Anthony. So he can be on this call, because this will make a lot more sense. Now you'll notice it does the typical thing where it shifts everything around when I add somebody, but eventually it automatically adjusts back to where it was. You there, Shabisky? So you'll see that one switched because that's active speaker, and he stayed there. That's Osmond Cometh. Osmond Cometh, meet Shabisky. You're getting an echo? Yeah, echo can come from me too. Are you hearing Osman echo, Shabisky? I'm not hearing anyone echo. Look at my audio settings here, because this is something that well, somebody needs to talk other than me. Yeah, that's going through. That's coming back through. So what's happening is it's sending the NDI source back to Skype. Don't want to do that. That's another source of echo. So if you go to Advanced Audio Properties and you turn NDI source 2 off, now are you echoing? So that's what you do. You turn the tracks off. But that's going to be a problem because now it won't stream. So it's finicky. You got to play with your audio a lot to get it to work, but that's the general gist of it. Is you just add your NDI sources in and then you play with your mixer until you get it to stop echoing. Well, I appreciate that. And it's not going to be a long tutorial. I think Shabisky missed a lot of it, so... You have to be in a call to do it. You have to be in a call to do it. No, that's what I'm saying. Hello? And this, nobody on stream can hear either of you, so let me add the active speaker into vMix. Oh, it figures. It figures. There's not a lot I can do to boost this too much. There we go. So a little bit of boost. But there shouldn't be any echo. So can you see the different videos now, Shabisky? So you should have, amongst your NDI sources, you should have one that's Skype local, which would be you. Active speaker would be whoever's talking at the time, and then I've got you two separate. Well, you'll see Boolinator, you won't see yourself, and you'll see Ravenous 2213. Do you want to share your screen? Which is more a learning opportunity here too, because when you share your screen, so you can see Shabisky shared his screen. Oh, you're using Streamlabs OBS. Okay, so this is another nice thing that Skype shares kicks up the shared screen, so you could do the shared screen. So now we've got Shabisky up on the stream, and we're seeing his. So if you go to NDI source, let me mute that. That should be gone now. It's gone. Is the echo gone? So, get your properties for your NDI source up. Yeah, you. Go ahead and put active speaker. Now, why isn't that showing up? I'm willing to bet that you did not install NDI tools. Well, there's the plugin, then there's the NDI tools, and you have to install them in order. So you might need to install this and then reinstall your plugin. Right. And that lets you have a virtual input that acts like a camera back to Skype as well, because Skype will look, you'll want, that's how I show you guys what's coming through on the stream. That's how I show Skype the show, as it were. So, as you can see now on my stream, I can have his screen up, or I can get rid of it in another scene. Get rid of it. And I can bring his shared screen in and out. So it's actually quite useful for sharing live content as well. Cometh.
What? That's Bullet? like in Bullet, he was way younger and stuff.
Trust me, I'm probably the youngest out of everyone here.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know. I just imagine Bullinator. I don't know. Bullinator and Annie just seem like they're a couple of teenagers or something to me. Almost like just like they're like 20 years old or something. I don't know.
I'm
like
47.
19 or 18. You're 47?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you sound like Annie with your voice. You sound like you belong in school with him. Like, I don't know. I'm just honestly going by me hearing you in the past, and that's what I thought. If you would have had me guess your age, I would have said somewhere between probably 18 and 23 or 24, somewhere in that range.
So
you sound young.
Did you install that? Is that
it's
in there?
Installing right now.
Yeah,
it's almost done.
It's kind of a bear.
Let's see. It looks like it's just finishing up right now. View an introduction. Yeah. Introduction. Okay, so maybe I need to restart my OBS. Should I worry about that? Yeah.
Try it.
No. Yeah. Okay, don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling.
So who's all here with me? We got Cummins and Bullinator.
I'm gonna slap you.
It's better than what Pimp Monk tries to do. I will do something horrific to you. That's what he says.
As you could see, I was looking up stuff like that already last night, trying to figure out this bullshit. I just want to show screens and stuff. Damn.
Yep. So, start her up.
Whoa.
Start her up.
And yeah,
Where'd it go?
he's got black screen.
Oh.
Hold on. That was really weird. Normally it doesn't do that. Try to open up OBS. Let's see. That's so weird. What the hell did it do?
You broke it.
Let's see. Wait. I need to do that. That was weird. Okay, let's see.
Don't switch, thank you.
But what's your first name again? Cool guy. Keep calling Cummins.
Ozman cometh. Just call me Jan.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why there's an issue right now. This is really weird.
Okay.
Normally I have no issue like this opening up Skype or anything, or not opening up OBS. You see what happens when I try to open up Streamlabs OBS. It just opens up.
It looks like it's opening.
That's weird. Okay,
Alright, let's have a look at this.
Use normal OBS. I'll probably have to restart my whole computer. It's acting stupid. So let's see.
What you may have to do, because you've done all of that, is you may have to remove the source and reapply it.
Okay.
Have you done the previous step from after installing the NDI new tech?
Do I have to download the plugin now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. What you've done is that you're working on an old system that's already broken, so you have to uninstall the plugin from Streamlabs OBS and re-download it so it reinstalls it.
Okay.
But also that there's a few things to do afterwards. It's not an immediate working, so it's not just an install and play.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. So it's just called NDI plugin.
For
It's OBS NDI.
Should I worry about going to my uninstall programs and uninstalling it, or should I just go re-download it? Because I wasn't sure if you meant that I should go and manually uninstall it.
I had problems from the get-go if I tried to just install over it. So uninstall and reinstall it.
Okay.
Because what that'll do is it'll find that latest version of NDI and use it instead of what comes with it. Because what comes with it is broken.
I'm looking for it here on my programs.
OBS NDI version 413.
OBS NDI. Okay, here we go. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
See, I'm dumb. I need your help. Let's see, uninstall or change.
Well, you got 2 tech heads here.
Yay. Yeah, let's uninstall that bullshit. But yeah, it's yeah, I actually understand OBS pretty well and stuff, but this stuff is something that's completely new to me. I've never done like streaming with Skype and stuff.
You should use 471, which is here.
Yeah, you sent me a link?
Yeah. You got old broken stuff. That's the problem.
Oh, I got like a worse version? Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's old.
Okay. Awesome.
That's why it's not working, because it's old and outdated.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I went to this page before, and when I went here, I believe I went down and I clicked this.
Get that, yeah.
Okay.
It's not very big. It won't take long. Just run it.
It's not, yeah, it's not that big. It won't take that long. Come on.
It's done, by the way.
It's done. Throw it away.
Go to more info here. Nope, don't close that. Don't do that. Go to more info.
Wait, oh.
Run anyway.
Oh. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, it's because it's not signed software.
Windows is a dipshit.
Oh, I'm not used to seeing that thing pop up. I'm like, what is this?
So now you gotta click the installer back and say yes. Which is a screen we can't see because it's asking you, do you want to let this program make changes and all that stuff Windows
Yeah,
does.
maybe I need to go back. It's asking me all this bullshit.
That's okay. Use that. Click yes.
Just click
Yes.
next.
Click next. Next.
Install.
Next. And there you go.
Yay!
When it happens to that stuff, always do default, unless someone tells you to do otherwise, or unless you know to do otherwise.
Okay, let's see. And then click yes on this. Yes, and just making sure as I go through. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Don't know why it's doing
Always
it.
good to update it with a new version,
Yes.
even if it's there. Sorry, bullying lady, I'm taking over your show. Don't mean to.
That's all right. It's all right. It's perfectly fine. So
Okay. Now maybe I should try it, I guess. Where's the NDI?
What you should do is you should close Streamlabs and reopen it.
yes.
Alright.
Because it has to reload that plugin now. See.
Yeah.
Okay. But it probably doesn't matter that I'm using OBS and Streamlabs OBS, because either way it'll probably work once it's set up. Just work on either one.
It's pretty good about that, yeah, as far as I know. Like I said, I am not a huge user of OBS, so this was kind of a learning for me too. So now add it. Source.
Let's see. NDI source. Should I do active
Yeah.
speaker?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Let me look at my Streamlabs. Of course, it's going to update Streamlabs OBS for me. Just click yes. That's all you need to do. But it's not working. What happens if you right-click the NDI source and go to transform?
I'm blind here. So.
Keep go. There you go.
I don't have active speaker.
Okay, go to transform.
And fit to screen. Nope, that's not the issue. So let me look at mine. Let's talk about
I'm
stream
getting the same as
inception.
him.
Talk about stream inception. So if I go to NDI source, I go to my properties, and I go
I'm getting
to
the same as Shabisky.
active speaker. Well, it works on mine. Works just fine on mine. So I don't know why.
Anyway, I might drop now because you got Shabisky now.
That's fine. Like,
And-
I don't like. I'm not really sure why
You
it's
made me a
doing this.
Made me a sandwich.
I'm not sure why it's doing this, Shabisky. But if you want, we can continue this offline because my tutorial for where to get all this stuff and how to set it up is pretty much over.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to try to help, but only if, I don't want to force you guys, I don't know if you guys are trying to do anything else or anything. But yeah, only if you guys got the time and stuff and you want to do it.
Wait, what version of Streamlabs OBS are you on?
It says version 0.19.4.
That's what I got.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me go ahead and end my stream. Well, guys, it's been fun. Hopefully that answers your questions. If you do have questions about what we just went over, or I wasn't detailed enough, by all means, leave a comment or send me an email, booleaninator@gmail.com, and have a good day.